I set a goal in 2018 to buy a house by 2019. Well, I was off, only by a few months. This is my story of how I bought my first house at age 20. In this video, I'll go over the buying process, the house itself, what work was done, the finished product after everything done, and my final thoughts about it all. This is my story. Enjoy. So the process of buying a house normally is pretty complicated, but during the COVID times, it was a whole lot more complicated and way more annoying in my opinion. So I was on Zillow, just looking at houses, kind of just eye candy, looking out for things, and I found something that was below market value, that looked in a good neighborhood, and I wanted to see what my brothers thought about it. So I sent it to my brother Vasya and Sasha. They both have real estate, and they know more about it than I do. Neither one of them had any problems with it. So the next thing I wanted to do was go take a look at it. I reached out to a real estate agent. She said I needed to get pre-approved before I can come look at the house. So the next thing I did was I had to get pre-approved for a mortgage. That wasn't too hard of a process to do. All you really need is a pretty good credit score and a stable job. The next thing we did was we went and took a look at the house. The house did not have any major problems. The foundation seemed to be good. The roof, half of it was brand new. None of the walls were falling apart or rotting. So the house itself seemed to be in good condition. So the next thing we did was we had to get an offer. My brother Sasha is a really great negotiator. He helped me get a number, and we sent in our first price, and the seller was absolutely offended by it. And it was great because he didn't even want to touch the number we sent him. So we sent him another number, and at that point he was negotiating with us. And we finally got to a price that we both agreed upon. We also made him fix a few things. Once we negotiated a price, we were waiting for a closing date. And once that was sent to me, I was just excited and waiting for that date to come. Once that date came, I walked into the law firm. It was a great law firm downtown. I was met by the assistant. She greeted me. I was waiting for the lawyer for a few minutes, and we closed on the paperwork. And I always thought it was going to be something super exciting, but in reality, all it was me signing 100 pieces of paperwork. And that was about it. I officially owned a house at that point. The house itself, initially it didn't look too bad, but there were some major problems with it. So I initially had planned to change out the appliances, the sinks. I needed to make the bathroom look nicer. We had to do some plumbing work as well. So the work that was done is the appliances had to be changed out. The stove was changed out, the microwave had to be changed out, a dishwasher needed to be put in, and the refrigerator had to be swapped out. Unfortunately, due to COVID, the refrigerator hasn't come in now, and it's been about 4 months since I bought it. Outdoors, the landscaping had to be done. The grass was overgrown. There were some bushes that had to be cut down because they were just ugly, and some other little minute things. But once the landscaping was done, the house itself looked to be good. Things that still need to be done is changing out the boiler. It's probably original to the house, and if that's the case, then we're talking 100 plus years for a heating system. But that's about it. The final product of the house, though, the house is great now. I'm very happy with it, and from where it was before to where it is now, it doesn't seem like a lot has changed, but a lot of problems that I didn't know existed were addressed, and I'm very happy with it. Aside from the heating system, there are no more major problems. And my final thoughts about it is I think it was absolutely worth it, and it was a great blessing. God truly did bless me with this house, and I was also blessed with amazing tenants who have not given me any problems. They have been good to me, and very truly happy with them. If you're ever considering it, absolutely try to figure it out and go for it. the next person to buy a house is going to be Alex Taranko. It's going to happen. We're all waiting for it.